check my notes here. Now, you're not the one that's going to make a decision on Sean Murphy, right?
I am not that one, no. My decision is to ride him in the 3-hole, but right. You know what? It's not up to me.
In reality, though, can you hope for him as a person and for your team that whatever happens gets resolved?
Yeah, absolutely. I think once we get through this week, I think that for Sean, I talked to him last week and basically just kind of laid it out there. I mean, it's the elephant in the room, right? Sure. We all understand where we're at as an organization, the value that Sean provides, not only on the field, off the field, but also in resources, and that's the truth. And so, Sean had a great impact on us this last season, and we hope to have him in the lineup and leading this club. But if that's not the case, we do have, a great young, talented prospect that's in line to come up and get his opportunity.
And I think you're talking about Shea Langeliers, right? I mean, I'm following this, you're following this. I'm sure he's got his eyes on this. What would a next season look like for him if indeed that is the opportunity?
Yeah, he'll get an opportunity to go compete for that starting job. Obviously in this game there's no guarantees. We also have a couple other young prospects in our organization. Tyler Soderstrom had a great year. For him, I think he's doing all the right things. We've communicated this offseason. He's preparing to come in and compete for the role. Well, 2 hours before my first conference with the team in spring training, I was told Matt Olson was going to be traded. So it started from day one. There's no control over what takes place, in my situation. My only thing I can control is just leading these guys and building a culture of winning baseball and how we're going to go about that. Sean's a great player. He's a young kid on the right path. I think, we're all aware of our processes in Oakland. And, with Sean, from my perspective of the control that I have, I want to write his name in the 3-hole and have him in that lineup as a leader as well. This is a situation we've been in before and we dealt with this last season. And, and I think we're going to hopefully move forward as soon as possible and build something that we all know can be done in Oakland in a shortened, timely manner to success. Sean's really matured, and I think I made a comment earlier that his injuries that he sustained earlier in his career are trending in the downward direction, and his maturity as a player and his performance is trending in the up direction. So, Sean's done a really nice job of understanding the routines and understanding himself and what it takes to finish a season like he did this year. I think he caught 120 games, just short of that. DH'd for us. I think total games played was over 150. It's pretty incredible for a young catcher to be able to accomplish that. But defensively, he controls the running game. He handles the staff. He's dedicated to his game plan. He's learned how to prepare and study. He led scouting reports for us this season. So really, in terms of what he's done from the time he got to the big leagues till where he's at now, it's a really, really nice path. Hey, it's still going up. I don't see a ceiling for Murph in terms of that position and the value that position brings to a ball club. So I think he's still got power. He's going to probably hit for more power. I think he's going to cut his strikeouts down because he started understanding the strike zone a little bit better. And in terms of defensively, I mean, as you talked about, he's already got a Gold Glove. So I don't know how much higher you can go unless he somehow pulls off a platinum Gold Glove at the catching position, which probably isn't going to happen. But he's well-rounded, and in terms of the maturation process, that's just a part of like your routines, your preparation, how you prepare, in the off season, what he's doing to train. He dropped probably 10, 12 pounds coming into camp last year. So that shows that maturation process as well as helping his knees out and his back, and it kept him healthy throughout the whole season. Yeah, no, it's great. It's a really valuable asset to have. you mentioned the everyday guys, and the first name that popped in my head was a former Oakland Athletic and teammate, Jason Kindle, right? You could write, he wanted his name written in the lineup every day. He'd fight you if you didn't. So Murph wasn't as aggressive as to fight me, but Murph was definitely aggressive enough to say, hey, I'm playing tomorrow. I want to play tomorrow. I say, I write the lineup. I'll let you know when you play. But he was great, and he wants to catch. He wants to play. I think there was a point where I finally realized after maybe 13 straight days of where he caught and DH that he needed a blow, and he actually thanked me. So, yeah, he's a guy that it's nice to have, a position as valuable as he plays in, that you can write his name in the DH and feel confident about his bat as well.